G'day, I'm Tom from Star Music Academy. So I'm just going to share a bit of a tip with you today. A lot of people ask me, once they're playing the right rhythms in time with the kick drum, how do you make those bass lines groove a little bit harder? So I'm going to show you how to do it using only one note. So if we've got a drum beat on, a lot of beginners might sound like this. But, so that needs a bit of work. What are we going to do to that? And one thing we can do is really cut them short so it's nice and sharp with a lot of attack, right? That's the way it's going to make it a little bit funkier. So have a listen to this, a bit of a change. Cool. So notice how even the first one was even a little bit longer and the next two were shorter as well. So that's something we can adjust. So some notes have a nice length to it, and other ones cut short with a lot of attack. And yeah, this is controlled by the right hand and the left hand, but I'll show you both ways. So the first way this can be done is with the right hand. Okay, so we've got our thumb on the pickup, and we're going to be using both our fingers in rotation. And so when we pluck one finger to stop the string, we come down with the second finger, and it doesn't pluck straight away. It rests on the string to stop it. So have a listen to this. So you're resting on that string, and that cuts the note off to make silence. So if we were going to make that groove from before, and we're going to end up with that sound that way. But there's a second way as well. Cool. So the second way we're going to do it is using our left hand. So basically what we can do when we're holding the note down, just letting the string, taking the pressure off the string, actually pretty much stops the noise. But we want to do a little bit more than that, because otherwise we might hit one of these harmonics that are sitting on the string as well. So what you want to do is actually, if you see my other fingers in the left hand, they come down and they rest lightly. They don't actually press down on the fret. They just tap just the lightest bit, and that's enough to just completely stop the string. So now we can end up with this. So even without even using the right, I mean, most of the time you do it simultaneously, right and left hand, but they're the two different ways that we're going to stop the string and create a really strong groove. So a lot of people think that bass might be the easier option compared to guitar. I think it's only got 4 strings and you generally only play one note at a time, but actually there's a whole mentality about playing bass. It's completely different. And the way I like to think of it is that bass is the glue in the band. So the bass needs to lock in with what the drums are doing, but it also has to lock in harmonically with what, say, the piano player or the guitarist is doing. The main thing as a bass player we want to listen and look out for is the kick drum. So if I'm hearing a drummer playing this, I'm going to be hearing that kick, playing on with that. From this foundation, we can start adding a few extra things. Cool. So, but after that, if the guitarist comes along and he's going to be playing, say, 2 different chords, we're going to have to match him as well as grooving with what the drums are doing, alright? So, yeah, so if he's going to change chords, we're going to change with him, but still grooving. So let's have a listen to what that might sound like. So still listening to that kick. And then we can go from there. And as you can see, even though we've got to stick with what the drums are doing and what the guitarist and piano are doing, there's a lot of freedom in what we can do. So basically, I think of bass, when we're teaching bass, you want to develop groove and strong rhythm, but you also got to understand what the guitarist is doing theoretically, so we can know what notes to choose from And that's kind of what bass playing is all about for me. I've been Tom, and thanks for watching. I hope you've learnt a little bit about the bass and a little bit about groove today. And if you want to learn more, come in and see me at Star Music Academy. I'm on the pickup like this. If we so it's either, I'm sorry, man, I just got a brain. I was just like thinking about too many things at once, and I forgot what I was talking about. Take it to the next level and make it sound really funky and groove, really hard. So, wait, yeah, what was I talking about again?